what I gather that you people are having difficulties in MRP scheduling problem. So I'm trying to explain some problems using the MRP scheduling. So if you remember that in the first assignment I have given a problem on MRP scheduling, and the problem was about the cataract surgery and supply of gloves, surgical gloves. So here was the problem actually. So the information that is given that each cataract surgery uses 5 pairs of surgical gloves. Hence the requirement of the gloves is as below. So first week there are 4 weeks. Number of surgeries 30, 60, 50 and 65 for each of the weeks. Hence, as each surgery requires 5 pairs of gloves, so simply gloves required is pairs of gloves requires 30 into 5, that is 150, 60 into 5, that is 300, and this way we can find out. And then the MRP schedule is done by this way. So it's pretty simple problem. Only information that was given was EOQ of 1000 units. Every time you are ordering 1000 units, and lead time is 2 weeks. So from that previous table we have seen these are the requirements of gloves: 150 units, 300 units, 250 units and 325 units. And quantity on hand was given as quantity on hand at the end of the period was 200, and in the first week it's scheduled to arrive 1000 units. So that means quantity on hand at the end of period 200, and first week 1000 gloves arrive. So total number of gloves that is there in the inventory is 1000 plus 200, that is 1200, and out of the 150 are used up. So after at the end of period 1 week 1050 number of gloves are, so 1200 minus 150 is 1050. So first after at the end of the first week there are 1050 gloves. Then in the second week requirement is 300. So 300 from 1050 is subtracted, remaining is 750 units. So at the end of the week of second week 750 units are at hand. Third week requirement is 250 units. So at the end of 500 at the end of third week 750 minus 250, that is 500 units are there. And fourth week requirement is 325. So at the end of fourth week I have 175 units at my hand. So no more order is required. So no more planned order. No, in the planned order release line there is no more requirement. So that completes the MRP schedule. So then I have given another problem with a similar kind of data, just change the data a little bit. So I've just expanded a little bit, and the 6 weeks problem, next 6 weeks problem I've given, and number of surgeries scheduled at 50, 80, 100 like this. And similarly, as there were 5 pairs of gloves required per surgery, so number of gloves required is 50 into 5, that is 250, 80 into 5, that is 400, and this way we have calculated the number of gloves required. And the same MRP schedule I have done in a same way. So EOQ is 1000 units, lead time is 2 weeks. There are 6 weeks in this second problem. There are 6 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The requirements were: first week's requirement is 250, second week's requirement is 400 pairs of gloves, third week 500, fourth week 500, 600 and 750. So these are the requirements. So, and mind that here is no safety stock and all that. So if no safety stock is there or no safety stock is given, then in that case the inventory could be 0. But if there is mention of safety stock, the inventory cannot be 0 ever. Safety stock has to be maintained always at any cost. So here no safety stock is mentioned. So simply we calculate. So quantity at hand at the end of period is 200, and first week scheduled to arrive is 1000 units. So that means 200 plus 1000, that is 1200. Out of that 250 units are used up. So that means After end of first week, we have 950 units. We have 950 units at hand. Then in the second week, requirement is 400 units. So if you subtract 400, then at the end of second week, 550 units are at hand. In the third week, in the third week the requirement is 500 units. So after third week, subtract 550 from 550 you subtract 500, so remaining is 50 units. And in the fourth week requirement is 500 units, but you only have 50 units at hand. So you must receive something on fourth week, otherwise you cannot fulfill the requirement of 500 units. So every time you order 1000 units, so that means you must receive 1000 units on fourth week. So if you want to receive 1000 units on fourth week, that was scheduled to arrive in week. So scheduled to arrive in fourth week is 1000 units. So if you want that on fourth week 1000 units to arrive, then you must order 2 weeks back. That means because the lead time is 2 weeks. So that's why I have put an arrow. And so 4 weeks to receive, that means you go back 2 weeks. So 1, 2, that means you must place order of 1000 units on second week. So this is how we'll put an arrow. So if you put an order, so planned order release, if you release order of 1000 units on second week, then that particular will be received on second week, because the lead time is 2 weeks. And so you receive 1000 units on fourth week and you have 50 on your hand. So 1000 plus 50 is 1050, and out of that 500 is required on fourth week, so 500 is gone. So now you have, after end of the fourth week, you have 550 units at hand. And in the fifth week, your requirement is 600 units, but you have only 550 units at hand. So you must receive also, otherwise you cannot fulfill the requirement. So you must receive 1000 units on fifth week also. To receive 1000 units on fifth week, you have to give the order back 2 weeks back. So that's why I'm retracing back over here. So on third week also, you are placing an order of 1000 units, and so you receive on fifth. If you place an order on third week, you receive the same order on fifth week. So now you have 550 was there in your hand, and you receive 500. So total becomes 1550. Out of, you use 600 units on fifth week. So quantity at hand is at the end of fifth week is 950 units. So 1000 plus 550 minus 600 gives you 950. And similarly, in the next week there is requirement of 750 pairs of gloves. So 950 you have in your hand. So you used up 750 units, and now you have 200 units in your hand. So that is because you have to calculate for the 6 weeks. So this is the calculation for the 6 weeks, and this is the MRP scheduling. So these are the two problems that we have done previously, given earlier, and in the last week, in assignment 3, the problem that we have done given is, yes, I was discussing this problem. This was the problem that was given in the assignment 3. So some information were given. Yes, I think in the question the lead time was given as 3 weeks. But if it's 3 weeks, then there is some problem in the calculation. So I'm just changed the lead time to 2 weeks. It could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, anything is possible. But for the calculation here, it will be possible to have 2 weeks. 3 weeks, there will be some difficulty. So we are not considering. We have just changed the value. So here Q is also 1000 units. Lead time is 2 weeks, and here some safety stock is given, so 200 units. And the requirements for 8 weeks were given. that is requirements are 100 units, 500 units, 400, 800, and this way in the table second row there was requirements were given. And scheduled receipts, these are the scheduled receipts. What was given that in the first week you were scheduled to receive 500 units, and on the fourth week you were scheduled to receive. These are the two things that were already given, and also said that you were having 500 units on hand. So I should not write available or available at the end of period. So here we will write in these two things that you have to calculate that available at the end of period. What is the inventory that you have in your hand at the end of the period, and when to release the order, that is planned order release. If you remember the MRP scheduling, that MRP outputs are the planned order release. When to release the order, when to give the order. That was the objective of MRP. So what to order, when to order, and how much to order. So as we have said, what to order, we are not considering what to order over here, and we are also not considering how much to order, because EOQ we have already said that every time we order EOQ units, and that is already fixed, and we have said that is Q is equals to 1000 units. So every time you are ordering 1000 units. But here when to order, this particular MRP scheduling tells you when to order and when you must order the units so that you receive the units at proper time. So first week's requirement was 100 units. You have 500 units on your hand, and first week you are scheduled to receive 500 units. That means 500 plus 500,000 units will be available during the week 1, and you use 100 units on first week, and after the end of the first week there will be 900 units. So 500 plus 500,000 minus 100 is 900. Then in the next week you have 900 units at hand. 500 is available requirement, so 900 minus 500 available at the end of period week 2 is 400 units. So in the third week your requirement is 400 units. You have on your hand is 400 units, but difficulty is you have to keep a safety stock of 200 units. If you give 400 units over here, then your safety stock will become nil. That cannot happen. So you must receive 1000 units over here. You must receive 1000 units on third week. And to receive 1000 units on third week, you must give that order 2 weeks back. So that's why I'm tracing this back here. 2 weeks back. Third week's 2 weeks back. 1, 2. So you must give the order of 1000 units on the first week. So this is when you order in the first week, that will be received in the third week. So third week you receive 1000 units. Now you have 1000 units and you had 400 units, so 1400. Out of that 400 is used. So at the end of third week you have 1000 units at hand. Then fourth week requirement was 800, and previously it's already ordered, some order was given which was supposed to receive fourth week. So you have 1000 units on hand. You are receiving 1000 units, so that means 1000 plus 1000, 2000 minus 800 is used up. So that means at the end of fourth week you have 1200 units at hand. Then fifth week requirement is 1000 units. So you have at the end of fifth week 1200 minus 1000, that is 200 is acceptable because safety stock is 200. If it goes beyond less than that, then it will not be acceptable. Here it is 200 is acceptable. So at the end of fifth week you have 200 units on your hand, and sixth week's requirement is 1200 units. Now if you order 1000 units only, if you receive 1000 units only, then you have 1000 units plus 200 units, 1200 units you can use, but safety stock condition will not be satisfied. So you have to order 2000 1000 units. 1000 plus 1000, that is 2000 units you have to order on 6th week. So you you have to receive 2000 units on 6th week. To receive 2000 units on 6th week, you have to go give the order on 4th week. So I have traced back to 2 weeks, so I have put an arrow like this. So on the 4th week I have planned order release of 2000 units, and that will be received on the 6th week. So what we have, I have received 2000 units during the week 6 week. I had 200 units, so I have 2000 plus 200, 2200, and out of them 1200 is used up. So that means I have 1000 units at hand at the end of week 6. On the 7th week there are 800 units requirement. So if I use 800 units out of 1000 units, the 200 units will be there in your stock. That is acceptable because safety stock is 200 units. So you have 200 units at the end of week 7. 5th to 8th week requirement is 500 units, so 200 will not be satisfied. So you must receive 1000 units on that particular week. To receive 1000 units on 8th week, you must give order on 6th week. So I am retracing back. On 6th week, this is the order that has been released on 6th week, that is received on 8th week. So now on 8th week I have 1000 units plus 200, that is 1200 units, and during the week 500 units are used. So 1200 minus 500, that is 700. So that completes the schedule of MRP, and I hope you understand this. I have given 3 different examples to explain this MRP, so I hope that will be helpful to you. This video will be helpful to you. Please do some more problems, similar kind of problems, by just changing the data and changing the lead time, changing the quantity, whatever way you like. You can do the similar kind of problems using the quantity, using the lead time and all that. Thank you.